Hey, what's up? So it's the last night before BlizzCon. Really no idea what to expect. No real leaks yet, which is impressive. I mean, there's been some that they've tried to pass off as leaks, but they don't really seem legitimate, so I don't know. So we are currently in Stranglethorn because we have to get to Blasted Lands. And Horde don't have a flight path there. So, Swamp of Sorrows it is. So the only thing that I have left is, well, I've got to get a couple of more Basilisk Brains, but the Vulture Gizzards I think is what's going to slow me down. I need 14 of them, and the drop rate is super bad. I'm hopeful that finishing these 3 quests is going to get me to level 50. I think it should. I've got... I actually don't have any Basilisk Brains at all. I thought I had some. I guess not. Really? Oh, I must have gotten rid of them when I turned in a different quest. That's it. That makes sense. So tomorrow at this time, we will know what the new expansion is. We will know what's next for Classic WoW. And I think all of the Blizzard stuff, like the main stuff, is going to be done by this time tomorrow. Let's take a look. Warcraft Rumblings, that panel will be starting literally right now, but yeah, by this time tomorrow, the World of Warcraft What's Next will be done, as will Classic What's Next. So that's pretty cool. might as well do all my buffing here. So you can still get tickets. The resale, I saw them go down to 125 earlier today. Right now they're at 150. And you can get a portal pass. It looks like the portal pass is finally sold out. Yeah, just crazy ticket activity this year. Everything about this BlizzCon seems a little different, so we're just gonna have to wait for tomorrow and see what's actually going on. How many people are out here? Only 3. That's actually good for me. That is very good for me. I'm using the higher level elixirs, so should notice a little bit of a difference now. The only thing I have to do is look out for Terminus. We're going to run around and look for vultures all night long. Because that is... Well, the basilisks, I don't know what the drop rate on that is. But worst comes to worst, I can buy the basilisk brains from the auction house. Nothing. I got a buzzard wing. But let's run around and get some. No vultures there. Terminus patrols over this way, so we gotta be a little careful. How many lungs do I need? I need 1 lung. Alright. Good thing about Terminus is he goes so slow that I don't really have to worry about him. The only thing I'd have to worry about is him respawning on top of me and immediately engaging, which the odds of that happening are almost non-existent. Alright, there's the lung. Now I just have to run around and kill vultures and basilisks. Although I'm just going to focus on the vultures. I'm going to see how long that takes because, yeah, it's going to take a long time. Needing 14 of this nonsense. And as soon as I'm going to get one, I'm going to confirm that you can't buy them in the auction house, because if you can, then that changes everything. A portal seeker. Alright, whatever. And oh, I got a gizzard. Nice, my first one. And yeah, just like I thought, not able to be purchased on the auction house. So I can do the decisive striker. I only need 2 gizzards for that. And then it's just about farming brains and gizzards for the final 2 quests, because I have the jowls for the other one. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I changed the encoder for recording. I want to see if that works. Because if I can start recording and no. It it actually broke the stream. That's funny. But we're back. The second that I turned it on, everything just completely shut off. But all is well. I need to find... Are there vultures over here? Basilisk brain, basilisk brain. So nothing but basilisks over this way. But I don't see any. I don't see any vultures around here either, so... I'm worried that there's going to be a lot of waiting for respawns doing this quest, because there's enough people out here and the drops are low enough and the spawns slow enough that it's gonna be hard to make progress. Hey, I got one. So that means I can turn in this quest right away, which is good. 75% of my bubble.
Good luck, friend.
And that gave me, what was that? Agility by 25. Neat. So now I need 12 gizzards and 10 basilisk brains. And that's it. That is a tall order. But I've got 7.25 bubbles of rest experience. And hopefully we'll be able to get my level. Really the best I can do. What I would like is for this vulture to respawn. It should be respawning relatively soon. And there it is. This guy, I don't know if he's going to respawn soon or not, because no, he's not. He's dead right there. So we look around for other vultures and basilisks. I like grinding quests like this, always have, but not when there's no mobs to kill and you're literally just running around looking for respawns. There's a difference. Big difference. There's only a couple horde here, but my guess is there's quite a few alliance as well, so more people in the zone than you would think. Let's see what's down here. Basilisks. Let's go all the way down and see. So red is basilisks and blue is vultures. And there's one. It's level 52. Great. Well, I can get away if I need to. Let's see what happens. Nice crit. So I got lucky there. And I also got a basilisk brain. I have a level 51 on me that I don't feel like doing anything with, so I'm just going to run away. Taramis is going away from me. See if these two guys are up, and one of them is. Which means the other should be spawning shortly. And it is. Just spawned. Alright. Got another one. Where is it? Right there. So I need 9 more. No, I need 10 more gizzards and 9 more brains. So here's to hoping. Don't see any over there. Don't see any over here. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. Woof. Okay, so nothing that way. At this point, I'm just worried of whether this is worth my time. Should I just kill stuff that's around me? Because then at least I'm getting experience, or what should I do? Yeah, there's a ton of people just running around. Somebody literally just cleared this out, so that's disappointing. So is there anything else I can do? Not really. I mean, I could... I could go to Tenaris, I guess? There's a quest there to do. But this is not looking good. Yeah, that night elf is going for the one that's over there, unfortunately. Yeah. So that stinks. Is this one over here alive? No, it's just killed. Wait, no. Oof. Low drop rate and too many people. Not good. So I know another vulture spawns here, so we'll wait for it. And then hope that it has one. Because, so Basilisk Brains, I could go buy that if I wanted. I literally just need 11 of these stupid gizzards, and probably when I get 2... Well, actually, no, because I need the brains. So yeah, I'm just going to be farming these things for a while. And I haven't really seen many basilisks, and they're supposed to be all over the place. So that's also a little concerning. Oh, there's a basilisk. And Terminus. Oh, let's start with this guy first. I wonder how many people give up on doing these quests because the drop rate is so bad. Oh, man. Ugh. Wait, how did I get that tag? I mean, I was long behind that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, and it had one, too. I got lucky. So technically, no, I can't turn in either one because I need 9 more gizzards to turn in this one, and I need 8 more brains to turn in this one, so, yeah. Looks like everybody is stuck on the same quest as me. Which makes sense, because the Vulture Gizzards is the hardest drop to get out of all 5 of these quests. Alright, that one respawned. Good. I wonder if dynamic respawning is going to show up. And I wonder if dynamic respawning is affected by the fact that multiple factions are killing the same mob. You would hope so. Ooh, nice. Well, got 2 brains. Is this Earthroot? Nope. So I'm guessing he just came back from killing the spawns that are down here. So the spawns up north should be coming up soon. Yeah. Both dead. All right. Yeah, one thing that I was thinking about that nobody has really talked about at all is what if they, out of the blue tomorrow, just decide to drop like Warcraft 4 RTS? I mean, wouldn't that be amazing? Nobody's expecting it. It would be a great way to undo the terribleness that was Warcraft 3 Reforged. And yeah, I think they definitely get a lot of goodwill, that's for sure. But I'm guessing it would be pretty hard to keep that secret, right? Man, I can't get around Terminus. Oof. This quest is really going to try my patience. In fact, it might try it so much that I don't do it. Because it is going to be slow going. But you know, looking at the map, there's really nothing else I can do. If I really, really wanted to, I could go to Gadget Stand, and maybe I will if this continues to be like this. Go to Gadget Stand and just do that quest that I have down there. All right, now you run away. And forget that there's a second mob that spawns here. Good Alliance player. And leave the rest to me. Do you get experience for doing this again? No, you don't. Oh yeah, they're super running away. Priest pulling too much at one time. This guy was just killed. Teramis RP flying to exactly where I want to go. I wonder if he is going to do that blink thing that he did last night that scared me. I think that must be how the mob resets for patrolling, but still. Him blinking around, did not enjoy that at all. So he should stop right over there. Yep. Nothing. Worst case scenario, I just go buy all the buzzard brains and turn in one of the two quests. But I don't know. Now it's about time for him to blink if he's gonna do it. Yeah, there it was. He just blinked. I wonder how many people that's killed. It's gotta be. It must have gotten somebody. And I'm still at 2 of each. Ah, crap. I need my shield to come up so that I can evocate. Not cool. I can't even ice block out of that. Oof. Oh, a new alliance player. Yay. Not good. You know, I really wish that all of these mobs could share spawn points. Did you get frostbitten? No. Okay, good. Hey, number 3. Oh, these 2 are up. Nice. Where's Teramis? Not around. Double nice. Just gotta get away from this portal seeker. There we go. No Teramis. We're good. Looking at Twitter tonight, it looks like a lot of people are in Anaheim now for BlizzCon. So starting to see all the happy tweets, which is good. Trying to think, there was not a BlizzCon last year, was there? Like, of any kind. Or was that 2 years ago? I don't remember. I think it was last year when they came out and said, we're not doing anything. Oh, I got all 3 of these things. I'm slow. Is this a beast? Alright, so it's a 52 Basilisk. That's why it hits so hard. I was wondering why... Oh, actually, no. It was the Portal Seeker that hit me for 237 crit. Ouchie. Oof. Well, I'm getting good experience, so I guess that's positive. It's gonna be a little tight on mana. I don't know if I should wait or not. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough mana. Not after getting a resist like that, because now I shouldn't blink, but I'm going to. Come on, Frostbolt. Oh, I'm not going to get a crit on this one either. Well, I got Frostbite, so that's all that matters. Now I just got to do like 500 wand damage, and Teramis is coming. Wonderful. Resisted my Frost Nova, but he got frostbitten. That's marvelous. Yikes. Oh, I just realized that I don't have... Don't have any healing potions. That was insane. And all for nothing. It looks like some people may have Oh. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I think some of the people that are out here may have given up, which is good for me. Nice. Yeah, they must have given up. All right, triple crit, please. Nice. Ask and ye shall receive. All right. 0 for 1, 0 for 2. Holy cow. I've killed... wow. I've killed 32 of these, and I have a grand total of 5. Yikes. Oh man. I'm gonna have to evade these guys out quick. This should be far enough. Are you serious? Thank you. I don't want you to be frostbitten. Please come by me. Ugh. What do we got here? A level question mark, no Morlock. Super annoyed by that. What? How? You're level 46. How are you seeing me from that far away? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm done screwing around. Speed pot, I'm out of here. Any vultures back here? I actually was not looking around for vultures. No. Yeah, it looked like people definitely checked out. Yay, I got one. Fortunately, it's not... Oh, yeah, it is. I'm dumb. I'm at 4. I need 10 more. Ten more of these things. So I think as soon as I get 10, I go buy the rest of the basilisks. And it doesn't matter how much they cost. I just buy them, and I'd be done. That's it. Good news is I know that doing this quest will get me to 50, which opens up a whole different round of quests. I think... I don't know if Western Plaguelands opens at 50 or not, but it'll be a lot easier to do Ngoro Crater. Oh shoot, I can't cone of cold down there, can I? Oh, I could. Normally cone of cold always misses when you're elevated in some way, shape, or form. Alright, we appear to be all alone doing this quest, which is good. Because I haven't seen anybody trying to take these for quite some time, so my guess is people have given up. No Teramis? No Teramis. That's the other good change that they did on these realms, is you can't kite Teramis to major cities like Stormwind, or I think you can't even take them outside of this zone. Woof. I did see him coming at me. He's right there. But he's going Alright, he's going all the way around. So that means I can go pull that vulture. Or whatever, Black Slayer. I'm just gonna let myself get full health and mana and then rebuff. Oof. Nothing. Still at 4, and I've killed 38. So, looking to be about a 10% drop rate. And the fact that I need 14 of these is bad news for me. Because if that, all right, there's one more. So we're ahead of 10%, which is good. Like, even if it's a 15 or 20% drop rate, that still means we have a lot more mobs to kill. I've got, if the drop rate holds steady, I've got roughly 45 to 50 more vultures to kill. Yeah. What else did I pick up from completing that quest? Oh yeah, 25 agility. Oh no, somebody else. Oh, it's level 58. Highly doubt a level 58 is out here trying to do this quest. It wouldn't make any sense. Hey, a basilisk. Might as well. Good news is I've only got 5 more bubbles to go, so I've been grinding quite a bit tonight. Goodbye. I don't care about you. I got that counterspell off probably with like less than a quarter second to spare before that was going to finish casting. Quite a few level 60s tonight. There weren't that many online when I checked. 59s, there's 15. Oh no, somebody else. Not good. Oh, it's that same that same warrior, and it looks like he just cleared out. Oh, it looks like he only cleared out one though. So we will wait patiently for the second one. How am I doing on food and water? I still have a full stack. Let's make some more. Never mind. Well, good timing anyway. Boo. Alright, I'm gonna go see if the other one is spawned. God, the aggro radius on these guys seems a little broken, but whatever. Alright, there's no way anybody else is coming up here. We are sufficiently off the grid. What are my wands at? 242 of 245. Alright. 6 of 42. So in 84, I'll have 12. And that means I still need 2 more after that. And Basilisk Brains, I'm really not even going to worry about those right now, honestly. So he's clearly on the quests to do the pincers and the jowls, which is fine for now, but as soon as he gets on the vulture quest, I'm going to have competition again. So I need to start getting super lucky with drops like ASAP. These guys respawn yet? Yeah. Ooh, all right. 7. I like it. Feeling a little better now. Eight. Ooh. Good stuff. Good stuff. 2 more and I can turn in one of the quests. And honestly, if I get super lucky with these drops, I might farm out the Basilisk just for the XP because I've still got 5 full bubbles to go with 4 rest experience. So, worth it. Yeah, there should be 2 Basilisks over here. I can kill them real quick. Unless it's just one and he roams around all over the place. Either way, it doesn't matter. You, go away. Whatever. I'll sheep him when he comes back. He didn't even get to me. 2-1 Frost Nova. Perfect. Ooh, another brain. And I don't have enough mana. Shoot, I need to evade this guy and drink. He's still sheeped. As soon as... Alright, it broke. I'm just going to pull this guy now with 700 or so mana. And rely on my wand, Frostbite, and Frost Nova. Alright, Frostbite, good. Haha, nice. I got lucky with crits, but I'll take it. So I only need 2 more gizzards. That's it, just 2 more gizzards. Because I've already turned in the one quest. And looks like there's a rogue over there who probably killed... Which way are you going? If you're going that way, I'm going to go this way because I know that there's 2 vultures that I want to kill. Alright, he's going after the boars, that's fine. But I only need 2 more gizzards. So let's go get them. You know, crazily, it wasn't as bad as it was last time I did this quest. Now, I could be stuck on 8 for the next 3 days, but still, the fact that I only need 2 more is pretty dang good. I was waiting for him to show up finally. Took him long enough. Niente. I do miss the fact that I'm not at BlizzCon right now. I'm bummed that I'm not there, but that's okay. This is the first one. This is the first one I've missed in like 10 years of the ones that have been in person. You know, obviously there hasn't been one since 2019 in person, but yeah, it's been a lot that I've been to. This is the first one in a long time that I haven't. Soothing and relaxing? Oh. Well, thanks, I think. I try not to get too worked up. I don't really scream. I don't know. I just play the game, tell stories, and chat with folks. That's it. There are some streamers that like to be really loud and really in your face about it, like nonstop. I don't know if I have the energy to do that, honestly. That seems like more work than playing the game. Hey, look, it's Teramis. Again. Well, now that I need only 2 more gizzards, I've got competition. And he's only killed one of them, so I'm going to hang out and wait for the respawn. Speculation on BlizzCon? They're going to do Cataclysm Classic because why wouldn't they? I'm going to be super disappointed. I'm actually mad at myself that I just called it Cataclysm Classic because it's not Classic. It's a re-release. They're going to have... I'm pretty sure they're going to announce the next season of Classic Era, whatever that's going to be. The first one was Season of Mastery. I could see him calling it like Season of Haste or something, like speed leveling or speed running or something like that. Or where they do an abbreviated schedule where they allow faster XP gains, similar to what they did with the... did Season of Mastery have increased experience? I think it did. I think there was a buff that increased the amount of group experience you got for quests, and then later on they buffed all experience for everything. In terms of retail, I have no idea what to expect. At some point, we have to go back to Azeroth proper and deal with the sword in Silithus, I would think. At some point, we have to deal with the fact that Illidan is on a spaceship flying away into another galaxy as he's a Titan jailer for Sargeras. He has to come back to Azeroth at some point with the Titans. My guess is that storyline, when they finally get to it, will be the Titans returning on that ship to Azeroth because Azeroth is going to awaken. Like, the wound in Silithus was so severe that we healed it, we prevented Azeroth from dying, but now it's going to come out and do whatever a baby Titan does when it's born. I don't know. I don't think we've ever seen that in the game or in the lore. If we did that, I think we'd have some old god involvement. That vulture is dead. Although I don't know how that would work. Cthulhu and the others have been sufficiently dealt with so far. There are ways that they can come back, though. You know, my personal preference would be for Azeroth to be revamped. I mean, Metzen coming back on the team is significant for a lot of different reasons. Although Metzen isn't perfect, and some of the stuff that he did was very controversial back in the day. If you recall, he was the brainchild of Cataclysm, and I hated Cataclysm. Not shy about saying that at all. I disliked it immensely, and that was his baby. Doesn't mean it wasn't good. There are people that loved it for a lot of different reasons. I didn't. I think he was also the brain behind Warlords of Draenor, which... Warlords of Draenor did not really go very well. It had some good ideas, but yeah, it didn't go very well. That's exactly right, Ghost. The sword doesn't exist. We don't know what you're talking about. There is no sword. There are no wounds. Everything is fine. Hey, 9 of 10. Look at that. Oh, I'm done with the gizzards. That means technically I could be done with the quest right now because all I need is 7 basilisk brains. And I still have 4 bubbles to farm, so I need to farm basilisks just to see if I can get my level. Kata was cool at the time, but ruined the game long term. Yes, that's exactly why I hated it. And you know, I've talked about it a lot before, that you know, my favorite version of the game, and I can, you know, I can talk about this, I can defend it, and I can 100% believe it, because now I know for certain it's true. When TBC came out, I was hyped beyond belief, because TBC, in my belief, is the continuation of the spirit of Vanilla WoW in terms of gameplay and story and development mindset on how they wanted the game to play and how the game was supposed to feel. And it succeeded in doing all of that. It almost perfected Vanilla WoW, honestly. And Wrath came out, and I was really excited at the start because, one, it was obviously Arthas and the Lich King and the continuation of Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne, and the lore implications and what we were going to do just seemed out of this world insane, and I was stoked. The music was great, the leveling was amazing, but as the expansion went on, it was very clear that they were shifting the direction of the game and how they wanted it to play and how they wanted players to play it and how accessible they wanted it to be. And they started bringing systems into the game to make it extremely more accessible for a wider range of players. And in doing so, they diluted a lot of the content by simply repeating content, by offering multiple difficulties of the same content with multiple raid sizes, with different gear levels and different rewards. But it was just a big cluster of the same content, just kind of fighting for players' attention, right? And I started to check out towards the end of Wrath because it really, really started to get away from the vanilla model. And it started to get away from the TBC model very quickly. And by the end of Wrath, we were completely divorced from the classic model altogether. So what happened was, I kind of checked out at the end of Wrath. I still played, I still did a bunch of stuff, but I checked out because Burning Crusade, I was in a very highly ranked PvE guild. We cleared Sunwell pre-nerf, you know, we were very, very highly ranked. The Wrath rating model was just deplorable. It was awful. It was terrible. I hated it. I quit after the first wing of Nax 25 because it was so bad and it was just a waste of time. Or Nax 20, sorry, because it was a waste of time and I couldn't believe what they did. And during Vanilla and the Burning Crusade, I had told my friend, and he asked me point blank, he's like, what's it going to take for you to quit playing World of Warcraft? And I said, the only way that I would ever stop playing, honestly, is if they 100% like destroyed Azeroth, like just blew up the zones and, you know, did something completely different. And when I saw the release cinematic for Cataclysm, I was sitting there and I was watching it, and I was chatting with my buddy at the same time. I'm like, dude, they literally just destroyed Azeroth. And then Cataclysm hit, and it was my worst fears. They revamped the zones. They removed a bunch of quests. They made everything linear and horrible. They homogenized classes. They redid talent trees. The LFR and LFD was a nightmare. The zones were in Azeroth were just eviscerated, and the original classic version of the game was lost and destroyed. And the reason that I can say I can talk about this and 100% believe it is because it's no longer a theory that I hold in my head. It's no longer an assumption I make about how I've played the game. during the middle of Wrath, when I said I really started to see the game going in a different direction, that is when I started getting onto the give us Vanilla Realms train. That's when I started posting on the forums, and we were all met with that wall of no, that big copy paste, all the reasons we should never have vanilla servers. And I started getting on that train in mid-Wrath. When Cataclysm hit, I was like begging for Vanilla Realms, just like pleading with anybody who would listen that we should have Vanilla Realms. And of course it was the wall of no, and everybody saying that's a terrible idea. The reason that I wanted that is because I felt that Vanilla was the best version of the game, and that at the time the Burning Crusade was the best expansion. And I said then that, listen, I want Vanilla Realms because Vanilla is the best version of the game. It's how the game was meant to be played. It was how the game was meant to be experienced. It was the type of gameplay that World of Warcraft, the MMORPG, was supposed to be. Not this Cataclysm linear homogenized nonsense that honestly feels more like a daily routine of chores than an immersive MMORPG. And that was always met with people saying, oh, that's just rose-colored glasses. You don't mean that. As soon as you get back into Vanilla, you'll play for 3 weeks and then you'll quit because it's going to take you 4 months to get to level 60 and nobody else is going to play and you can't find 40 people to... Like, every reason imaginable that people were throwing at us for wanting original Vanilla Realms. So then what happens? They announce WoW Classic at BlizzCon 2017. I lose my mind. Go insane. Vanilla WoW launches. And I play it. And I still play it to this day. I'm on Vanilla WoW right now. The hardcore realm. But I have my cloned Vanilla Classic era character as well. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to start raiding with him again as soon as I get through this hardcore stuff and as soon as I get through some of the new retail stuff. Why? Because what I said 10 plus years ago, that classic Vanilla WoW is my favorite version of this game and I can play it in perpetuity, isn't rose-colored glasses. It's 100% true. And the release of Classic has proved that not only to me, but to everybody else who has been saying, no, listen, it's not just wanting the past. I really like the game. I really think the game back then is better than what we have now. Please let us play it. So that's a really, really long-winded way of saying that I agree. Cataclysm was cool at the time in small bits, but the best version of the game and what this game was supposed to be was Vanilla WoW and will always be Vanilla WoW. And it is the version of the game that people will always want to play. I think a close second to that, like me personally, I said that, there's a lot of things with Wrath that I didn't like, but I understand that I'm probably in the minority about that. Wrath was an insanely popular expansion. There are people who view Wrath of the Lich King as I view Vanilla and TBC. They could play it forever. Why that is, I don't exactly know, because there's definitely a ceiling in that game because it's not a standalone game. It's just, a 10-level expansion to the base game, which in Wrath, the base game and the Burning Crusade, they sort of change quite a bit in terms of what's going on in the old world, what quests are available, how much experience you get, etc., etc., etc. But whoa, that's a lot of ogres. But for me, all that Classic WoW did was prove that I was right about my opinion about what version of the game that I believed I would want to play the most. And I said it that way for a very specific reason, because it boggles my mind that other people think that they know what I like and what I'll play because what? How would they even know? It's like you can tell somebody something over and over and over, But if they say, I don't believe you, I don't think you're telling the truth, you're wrong, there's really nothing you can say to that other than, okay, dude, whatever. Goodbye. Have fun on retail. I don't care. But here we are. It's 2023. We are coming up on 2 decades of Vanilla WoW being released. And that is the version of the game that I am playing right now. And it's the version of the game that I will be playing 2 years from now. 2 years from now, I'm not going to be playing Dragonflight. Just like today, I'm not playing Battle for Azeroth. Right? Jalen Brack leaving will open up a lot of options. He was far too arrogant, thought he knew everything. So I've actually spoken to Jalen Brack twice. And I do not get the sense that he's arrogant at all. He's very, very smart, obviously. But I think the best way that I can describe Jalen Brack's approach and opinion on WoW Classic back in the day was naive. And I don't really understand why there was such hesitation about thinking that Classic WoW would be a success and that people would want to play it, because by that time everybody had seen what happened with RuneScape, and that old school RuneScape was a success. There was a significant market for the original versions of beloved MMORPGs. And the fact that it was so successful always confused me as to why Jalen Brack was so, I don't want to say against, because I don't think he was ever against doing Vanilla WoW. Like, I don't ever think he was sitting in his office and said, we're absolutely not doing Vanilla WoW, ever. We're just not going to do it. I don't think that was his approach. I think his approach was 100% business driven. And I think that the reason that he was pushing back against people that wanted to do it is because from a business standpoint, it kind of didn't make sense, right? It didn't make sense because World of Warcraft revolutionized the MMORPG landscape. Since its release, there has not been a single MMO that's even come close to dethroning it, or honestly, even competing with it. Many have tried. There's some that have explicitly labeled themselves WoW killers. There's some who have made their slogans literally, "You're not an Azeroth anymore," which is dumb. I'm not a marketing major, but even I am smart enough to realize that don't do that. The second that you make a video game with the sole purpose of trying to outdo another game that is the most successful, most populated, most beloved franchise, you are making a game for the wrong reason. And you are marketing to people who will not play that game for more than a couple of months. And lo and behold, game companies that did that saw their MMOs fail very quickly. Anyway, I think what happened is he made a business decision that could World of Warcraft, the vanilla version, be successful? Probably, but not to a degree that would make it sustainable, where they should throw resources. And I think the reason he thought that is because of what I just talked about. WoW was so insanely popular and revolutionized the space and had hundreds of thousands of concurrent viewers or concurrent players with millions of subscribers that it was clear that players would continue to play the newest version of the game because they always had. And releasing a vanilla version of the game could potentially split the player base and reduce the current version of WoW's dominance in the market. And that is a valid business decision. It honestly is. If you're running a company and you're doing a cost-benefit analysis, you want to look at what the cost of something is going to be to produce and the cost of something to maintain. And you also want to know how much that product is going to fragment your own subscribers. The worst thing that could happen is you cannibalize your best product by releasing an old product that doesn't evolve. Because that's not a sustainable business model. And here is where I don't understand why they didn't latch onto the idea sooner. Because there's a huge section of Blizzard's player base that they completely forgot about. And I don't know if they forgot about them or if they just didn't want to acknowledge that it existed. But Burning Crusade, I think WoW had about 6 to 6.5 million subscribers. That ballooned to 12 million and stayed at 12 million for almost the entirety of Wrath. Once Cataclysm came out, we saw what happened. It was very bad. And then things started to go further downhill. Warlords of Draenor, Mists of Pandaria, etc. They started hemorrhaging subscribers. The game was never really low population. There just wasn't 12 million people playing the game anymore. And I think what they failed to realize is that releasing a vanilla version of the game is going to bring people back who quit the game because they didn't like where it was going. And they didn't like what happened in Cataclysm. They didn't like what happened in Wrath, or they didn't like what happened in Warlords of Draenor. And again, personal experience with that, I think I talked about it last night. I had a lot of my real friends, except I think one, they all quit in Wrath of the Lich King. They never even played Cataclysm or any expansion after Cataclysm. They quit in Wrath, and that was it. They eventually came back to the game. And they came back to the game when Classic was released, because they played Classic. And then they played TBC. And some of them still play Classic Era. So the fact that JLN Brack didn't appreciate that that was a possibility it speaks more to his ability to understand the player base than it does his personal feelings on whether Vanilla WoW is a good example of what to do going forward. I think if he would have seen, and I think his comment at BlizzCon all those years ago, pretty much solidifies that that's what he thought. You think you do, but you don't. He was talking to his, the current player base. He wasn't thinking about the people who they don't think they do because they're playing the current version of the game, but they want to play the old version. The people that no longer play, they don't think they do, they know they do. The people who kept playing and they're used to all the new systems and they're used to looking for raids and, they're used to all the new, homogenized linear gameplay. Those people, maybe they don't really want it, but they think they do. The people who never experienced those systems, they know what they want because that's the last thing that they played. And most of my real friends fall into that category. And I don't think any of them logged into Shadowlands. I don't think any of them logged into Dragonflight. They re-upped their subscription solely to play Classic WoW. And that's it. That's literally all they did. I'm going to go to Undercity because there are no basilisks spawning, and I need 6 more. Glad they pay $30 a month if they got rid of transactions. So what transactions? Do you mean like the WoW token? Because a vast majority of the transactions in WoW are cosmetic related. You don't need them. They don't really affect gameplay. The only one that does is the WoW token, because you can buy a WoW token and buy BOE gear and be just crazy geared up, right? So I don't really know how I feel about tokens, honestly. I hate that they're in Classic. I hate the fact that they're in Wrath Classic, so make no mistake about that. But in terms of being in retail, I'm kind of agnostic. I think I need 6, right? Let me take a look. I need 10 brains here, and yeah. Okay, so I have the ones that I need. The problem with the token is that it essentially makes the game pay to win. There's no way to counter that argument. It 100% makes certain aspects of the game pay to win. A good example is, mythic rating, world first stuff, which isn't, a sanctioned Blizzard thing. The Race to World First is a community-driven event where, the best guilds in the world try to clear Mythic as quick as they can. Early in the expansion, a lot of that comes from buying the best BOE gear that you can get at the time, and then as future tiers come out, you run into guilds buying whatever BOE gear from the current raid has dropped. So if they need a certain BOE piece of gear that drops from the new raid that they are trying to clear first, they will do whatever they can to get that piece of gear. Or what we've seen in the past, they will literally have bounties out on pieces of gear and say, we will pay whoever has this piece of gear this much gold. Go get it. And people go get that piece of gear, and the guilds pay them the gold. Now, are they using tokens to get that gold, or how are they acquiring the gold? I don't know. I'm sure some of it is token purchases, which boils down to they're buying top item level gear to push them over the edge in the Race to World First. Period. End of story. That's it. Now, Blizzard didn't put the token in the game so that Mythic plus World First raiders could have an easier time of acquiring gear to clear raids first. That was never one of their considerations on why should we do this. I think the sole reason that they did it is because botting, before they had the token, and botting is bad now, make no mistake, botting is terrible, but it was horrendous back then, and they felt that it was easier to institute a process where players could safely purchase gold directly from Blizzard than dealing with botting that they can never 100% deal with, because the second they ban 10 bots, 20 new bots are made doing the exact same thing, right? It's a vicious cycle. And I get that people say, well, why don't you just insta-ban people that you can clearly see are botting, and why don't you do it? That's just not how the way it works. It's not feasible to do that. It's not something that is remotely possible as a business, as a way of doing business. You just cannot deal with as many bots as there are in the game in real time. You just can't. So their response to that was, okay, we'll open up a market-driven way for people to buy gold, and the price of that fluctuates with demand. And when it first was released, I was annoyed because it was gold buying, and gold buying equals pay to win, and I didn't like it. I haven't played retail enough to find that it invades what I do and what I'm able to do, because quite honestly, the way the game plays now is I can farm all of the gold I need via world quests, daily quests, LFR, Mythic Plus dungeons, without having to buy a token. And that's why it's really not that big of a deal anymore. It's still a big deal for people who want to buy all of the best gear as quick as they can with each Mythic Plus season or each tier season or each patch cycle. I get that. But for the average player, it's really not making that big of a difference. So in terms of paying for runs, I mean, on retail, I've never had that. If I want to do a run, now, do you mean like a Mythic Plus run? So I used to run higher level keys a while ago, and I never had trouble finding a group. Now, I never tried to push keys into the high teens, low 20s. I think the highest that I was doing was probably somewhere between 14 and 16. And I didn't really have trouble finding groups when I needed to, as long as I was the right spec and a class that was needed. Now, the Mythic Plus meta and who you bring and what their spec is, that's a completely different issue the game has. But I never felt like I wasn't able to get into a group unless I was paying gold. It was always fairly easy to at least find a plus 10 pickup group really easy. And that's been my experience the couple times in Dragonflight, where I just go to the dungeon finder and see what people are doing, and I go to ones that are not like advertising for gold runs or boosts or anything like that, and it's just 4 or 5, 3 or 4 random people. Grouping up in hardcore WoW, I don't do it at all, and I won't. Oh no. I just realized I'm 1 brain short. I'm gonna go to the Booty Bay auction house, and I'm gonna see if there's one in the Booty Bay auction house, because crap. I thought I bought 6. I literally thought I bought 6. But I didn't. Oh well. But doing dungeons in classic WoW, hardcore, I'm not gonna do that. I get whispers a lot to join groups to do so, and I say no. No, I'm not gonna do that. And the reason that I'm not gonna do a dungeon in classic WoW hardcore is because I don't want to put the fate of my hardcore character into the hands of a tank I don't know, a healer I don't know, and DPS that may do something stupid. Right? I mean, all it takes is one person to tab target the wrong pack, and you are fighting 2 packs and you're all dead. That's it. You're done. There's nothing you can do. You can try to run away. I've got Blink, I've got Speed Pots, I've got Frost Nova. I might be able to go all the way to the entrance and escape, but most probably, no. No. And that's the other thing. The second you think that things are going poorly, you have to run. So if something happens, you think, okay, this is it, and you just start turning and running, and it's actually not that bad, and the group can survive, but then they don't because you ran, well, then you just potentially killed 4 people for no reason. But that shouldn't happen when 1 DPS flees. It just shouldn't. But there are plenty of people doing groups and running group content. I get whispers all the time for it. I am just not going to do it. No basilisk brains. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go farm one. I'm not going all the way back to Undercity. I need to farm 4 bubbles anyway, so we're going to go farm 4 bubbles. Screw it.
Roll hall. Go forth to victory.
Still, I know that when I was at the auction house, there was a stack of 5 that I bought, and then I bought a single. And I'm just going to rewind and look. It doesn't make any sense. Clearly, the single stack that I tried to buy, it didn't go through. So, let's see what happened. Really? Yeah, so I bought the stack of 5, and then I searched for a single, and there was 12, and I literally clicked buy stack of 1, and then left, not realizing that it didn't actually buy that stack of 1, so I am 1 short. That's okay, though. I only need 1, which means let's just go find a basilisk to kill, and hopefully he drops it quickly. It's funny you mention that, because I actually did that in Vanilla WoW. And that was... back then... you did not have the option to interact with left mouse. You could only interact with a right mouse click. And a right mouse click on a hostile mob, or a mob that is PvP that you can attack, is right click. That's how you attack with, you know, unarmed or your staff or your sword or what have you. So you would go to the mob and you would right click thinking you were opening up the dialogue to fly somewhere, and the bruiser would just hit you once and you're dead. I did that. The place where it happens the most, I think, is Silithus. But this version of the game has interact with left mouse, so I have since adjusted how I talk to NPCs, and it's only with my left mouse click. It's no longer my right mouse click. I think the schedule tomorrow, I think everything kicks off at 11 a.m., right? Which means 1 p.m. my time. That's going to be different. Everything happening at 1 p.m. That means the last panel. Well, I don't really care about the Warcraft mobile game, like literally at all. I think that's the last broadcast of the day at 5:30, which is 7:30 my time. Honestly, I don't even know. Like, I saw the announcement for Warcraft, whatever it's called, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's sort of a tower defense game, but not really, so hard pass. It just, I don't know what's Jalen Brack doing now? My guess is relaxing with his severance and golden parachute, because that's what I would be doing if I got fired and I was the president and CEO of a company and had a gajillion dollars in the bank and stock options for it. I wouldn't really be doing much. Plus, he's probably waiting for the dust to settle on the whole, reason that he got terminated, which wasn't wasn't really something that companies are going to want to add to their staff anytime soon. So that sort of has to blow over, which it will at some point. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if he is done with the grind of the 9 to 5. Like, the 3 guys that started Blizzard, you know, Morheim, he stuck around so much longer than I thought he would. I was really impressed that he stayed around as long as he did. I fully believed that he would have quit a long time ago. I mean, all 3 of those guys are literal billionaires and have been billionaires for quite some time because they owned the rights and the royalties to such titles as Diablo and Diablo 2 and Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3 and StarCraft and StarCraft 2 and World of Warcraft then. I mean, when World of Warcraft had 12 million subscribers, which is a lot, by the way. When they had 12 million subscribers paying between $12 and $15 per month, that's a pretty nice line item on your P&L. It's when you factor in where everybody was playing and where the brunt of the subscribers were and what the actual conversion rate, you're still probably well north of $100 million a month. A month in one game, which is insane. Was Bobby Kotick a founder? He was the main guy behind Activision, yeah. He saved Activision. And that's the reason why he stuck around for so long. He had nothing to do with Blizzard. But yeah, he 100% is the guy that turned Activision around in the early 90s and made it what it was. So I don't see any Basilisks. It's not looking good. Well, this kind of stinks. But Activision was... I don't know what they originally did. It wasn't video games. They were a software company, for sure. But the original founders, they sold the company. I mean, Bobby bought Activision for pennies. I mean, not literal pennies. I think it was like... It was less than $1 million. And he did that a long time ago. I want to say 30 years ago? And then he turned it into what it is today. Now, that doesn't mean he's what everybody refers to him as and what he's done and how that company got to where it was and what he knew or didn't know about things that were going on. I mean, that's definitely a huge part of it, but you cannot deny that what he did with Activision when he bought it in, I think it was like 92. 91 or 92. Maybe 93. No, that seems too late. But yeah, Activision was his baby. These are not Horde. Oh wait, I'm Horde, doesn't matter. So I literally just need one basilisk, and they're dead. Man. And he's gonna go pull that one. Yep. Man. I should have just gone back to Undercity and bought one, because this is not looking good. And I have not seen any basilisks over here. Like up north, I've seen none. Man. How are you aggroing from that far away? Doesn't make sense. So basilisks must share spawn points with some of these mobs, and I'm not killing them. The good news about the CEO of Activision Blizzard is that he is almost out the door. I would love to know what conversations took place that led to that. My guess is... Oh, really? My guess is he wanted to stick around and be a part of the Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard, whatever it is. And Microsoft has said, thank you for your opinion. We would like you to be done the end of 2023. Please let us know if you will voluntarily resign so that we can put together a joint press release saying that you are volunteering to step down, or whether we just need to fire you. We're good with either. I really hope that's how the conversation went. And I could totally see Phil Spencer doing that, saying, oh yeah, hey Bobby, cool idea. We're going to go a different direction, and that direction has you not a part of this company at all in any way, shape, or form. Not on the payroll, not as an independent contractor, not as an advisor, not as an anything except the guy who used to own Activision. That's it. So please resign. If you don't resign, we're prepared to just, get rid of you. And he's smart enough to let his legacy be what it's going to be by voluntarily resigning on a date that Microsoft Studios says you need to be done by this date. Because, honestly, his legacy pre-2020 is one thing. His legacy after that is a complete different thing. And one definitely overshadows the other. And both of them together are not very good. And I don't blame Bobby solely for what video games have turned into over the last, call it, I don't know, let's say, well, it's 2023. I'd say the last 15 years. The last 15 years, video games have turned into greed and stupidity. Greed in a sense that they are going to paywall and microtransact things out. Just to a stupid degree. Stupidity because they think that their players are so addicted that they won't care. Swifty fan. I actually know nothing about that at all. I didn't even know he had a NPC. Ooh, Basilisk. No, turn around. Please turn around. Thank you. Come on, everybody. Get together. Come on, get together. Man. Oh, sweet. I got an imperfect fragment. Awesome. That means I just got another quest done. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, back in was it 2020 or was it 2021? I can't remember which, but there was a lot of stuff coming out about a lot of people in all aspects of video games and streaming and what have you. It was a very surreal time where all of a sudden people just felt empowered to come forth with things that, quite frankly, we should have had a platform for them to come forward with that type of stuff anyway, right? Here it is right here. Wait, 5,600 XP, that's pretty good. And I got a BOE mail belt. But yeah, so back then there was a lot of stuff coming out. Just like things you didn't expect, people you didn't expect, conduct you didn't expect. It was just a very... surreal is the wrong word. I don't know what the right word is. I mean, it was appalling. I mean, that's a word. But how quick it happened and how widespread it was just... I guess appalling is the right answer. I mean, appalling not that that stuff was coming out, but appalling that that stuff was happening and happened. That's what was so crazy. Swifty's one of the best. I vaguely know who Swifty is, but that's it. I don't recognize him. Is he a current PvP player? Like in the current arena, like Blizzard competitions? He's turned into a lone wolf. Yeah. Lone wolf is a good place to be. It has its disadvantages. I'm a shining example of how being a lone wolf is a bad thing. Well, I shouldn't say a bad thing. It's a shining example of how you're never going to be well known for literally anything in the WoW community. Holy crap, I could have gone to Undercity like 3 times by now. Hey, a basilisk. Yay. Oh, tonight is the second night that I've done multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and it's still working perfectly. I haven't had any issues with doing the output to 2 different streams and 2 different encoders. So I'm glad I tried it last night, and I'm glad that tonight it's working so well. That means I can get back to doing that on Twitch. I really wasn't expecting there to be no basilisks at all. Like, this is insane. Hey, look, it's Teramis. Again. Boy, what am I gonna do? Yeah, at some point I have to go get... Oh, wait, here we go. Alright. Oh, there's 2. There's 2. Alright, let's do this. This actually worked out well with Frostbites and Frost Nova. Oh, there's a 3rd one. I don't have enough mana, though. Nah, got that off just in time. That Crystal Gaze stuns you for 4 seconds, and you can't ice block out of it, so... There we go. Alright, quest complete. I still need 1 more bubble of experience. And I am going to farm that bubble of experience, because I want to get to level 50 tonight. And, oh, you know what I could do? I could go do Stranglethorn Fever. Do I have the stuff in my bag? I do. Good. So we'll go do Stranglethorn Fever.
What brings you here? Hello, I am listening. Hello.
Oh. Oh no. I suck at math. I still need 2 Vulture Gizzards. It's not the end of the world, because they're up all over the place, so... I forgot that one of them had 10 and the other had 2, so I needed 12, not 10. That's alright. I got a farm out experience anyway, so... Oh, and I got another imperfect Draenithist fragment. I wonder if that's going to give me experience or not. Does that intellect stack? It does. So I have plus 47 intellect. Well, let's go see if this is going to give me any experience. It probably won't, but who knows? It's definitely going to give me another bag full of junk, but I don't expect it to give me any experience. Well, now I don't have to go to Stranglethorn. I will just farm out the black, I think they're black swans, right? I'll farm them out here, and hopefully that'll be the end of it. And he gave me a bag. And in that bag is a BOE plate. Alright. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black slayers. Did I say swan before? I think I meant to say slayer. Not swans. These are not swans. No Teramis. We're good. What does this sell for? 84, and it's level 44. Yeah, that's definitely worth selling and not disenchanting. Oh, I have no mana. Well, I was hoping that I would be done, but I am not. I need jowls. That's these and this. The rest of the stuff I can sell when the time comes. Come on, drop rate. I need you. All right. We're at 55 of these things. All I really care about is whether Teramis is around. If he's not around, then I feel safe. If he is around, I don't feel safe. I'm stuck on... What am I stuck on? Eh. Alright, just need one more, and I've got a bubble and a half to go, so... I still might be light on experience, though, because I think I'm only going to get 3/4 of a bubble. So I need to farm 3/4 of a bubble so that when I turn this in, I get 50. Wait, do I have any runes left? Yes, 1. Good. I am the only person in this zone for Horde. That is good to know. And I haven't seen any Alliance players here for a while, so hopefully I can very quickly get this last one to drop and we're done. Wait, what are you? Oh, you're just a boar. Never mind. There we go. Just as I thought, I am 3/4 of a level away. So I'm going to go to Stranglethorn and I'm going to do that one quest. Because that'll get me really close to my level. I need 9.8k. After this quest turn in, I'll need probably 4.5, which I will get with that quest in Stranglethorn. But getting to level 50 is kind of a psychological
I
thing.
am listening. What
Because
brings you here? I am listening.
that's when it really starts to feel real, right? Because now I am well, not now, but in 3/4 of a bubble, I'll be in the 50s. The last 9 or 10 levels before 60. It's just having that 5 in front, you know, having that 5 be the first digit is meaningful, at least to me. It really is. But like I'm preparing myself with copium so that if I die, I have enough copium built up that I don't care. I will have a level 50 Horde Undead Mage ready to go, transfer to Classic Era so that I can pretty much just finish leveling quick and boom, I can raid. Right? That's the copium that I'm feeding myself.
Low time.
I'm gonna go to Gromgol. It'd be faster to go to Gromgol. So going back to Swifty, does he still stream then? Or did he stop streaming altogether? I mean, that's kind of the funny thing about me, right? I don't really watch any World of Warcraft streamers at all. There's only a couple of streamers that I watch, and they don't play WoW. And I don't really know why that is. I mean, if I was ever some way part of that inner World of Warcraft community that is almost impossible to break into, then I would probably interact with other WoW streamers more, watch their streams more, and do what all the other big WoW streamers do. But I'm not in that inner circle, and it's not closed off, but it's a very tight-knit group, and it's very, very extremely hard to break into that group. Asmongold when you want to feel better about yourself. That's funny. I watched Asmongold a long time ago. Like, I was watching him when he made the announcement that he was going to try to become a full-time streamer. I think it was when he had like 2,000 to 4,000, 2,000 to 5,000 viewers, and that was a lot for him. I think that was like 20. I want to say that was 2016. Like 2015 or 2016. It was before the classic WoW announcement, so it was probably 2016. But I've never watched Stay Safe or Swifty. I watched Towley every now and then in the past, just because if there was ever WoW promotions where you had to like watch a streamer for X number of hours, I would like just watch him because he would have a marathon stream of like 96 hours or something dumb. And for a while, he was like one of the only WoW streamers that actually had an inside ear with Blizzard. So like when stuff would get announced, he would already know, and he would have the stuff, so that the second it was announced, you would go to his stream and he would have a bunch of information and whatnot. But you know, Classic coming out kind of changed the World of Warcraft's community in terms of who the faces of it were, because Blizzard reached out and branched out to a lot of new faces, and they kind of became the faces of Classic WoW, for better or worse. I will help you, kind sir. Gotta help a mage when I see a mage in distress, right? He didn't even say thank you. That's fine. I don't need thanks. Just know that you're gonna get to 60 because I helped. We gotta go down here to the gorilla cave. And I think I can solo this by now. Level 49. It's a level 45 quest. The real question is going to be whether I have the mana to do so. But I think I can reset it if I need to and the mob doesn't respawn. So there is that option. I don't think I need to do full consumes for this either. I'm going to keep this for later. Is that the only one? Yeah, it is. What was I doing on YouTube? I was looking for something on BlizzCon, and one of the recommended videos was something related to Asmongold, which is impossible to avoid. If you look up any WoW video on YouTube, if you search for something related to World of Warcraft, like more than half of the videos are going to have Asmongold in the title or Asmongold in the thumbnail, which, whatever. But there was a streamer or two streamers that got invited to his house and they did like a walkthrough of where he's currently living. And it's the house he grew up in. It was interesting. Alright, so we're gonna go to the cave and start the event. Spirit Den. And yeah, I just talked to him, but I need to get full health, full mana. I will make a mana citrine. He has definitely gone mainstream. He is all over the place. And he's made... By now, he's made enough money to last him the rest of his life, which is also good for him. Oh, I need 10, not 7. Why did I think it was 7? I'm dumb. All right, well, let's go farm 3 of these things, which is fine because, again, I need to farm to get experience. I'm gonna go this way because there was a bunch of gorillas over here. Was there not? Didn't I see gorillas over here? Yes, I did. Just one. Oh no, there's 2. Oh, that's right. This is a low drop rate. Crap. Wait, do these actually drop the item? I don't think these drop Gorilla Fangs. Ow. Okay, they do. Just kidding. Alright, one more Gorilla Fang, and then we can summon boss. Ooh, good crit. Alright, so I don't remember how many waves there are. I think there's 2 waves and then the boss. So I'm just going to have to play it smart. There's really no other way to do it. Alright, let's shield up. And start this up.
What you want?
Alright, level 42s. I can deal with 42s. Nice. Oh no. Oh, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Holy crap. I'm gonna blink through him. There's the guy I need to kill right there. Alright, so they reset. Oh wait, this isn't the last guy. This is one of them. Not good. Alright, we gotta escape here. I just want them all to get in melee range. I want to finish off at least one of them, because then I can come back and kill the rest. Alright. So we'll let him reset. Alright, good. I think if I kill him, Mach will still spawn. And shoot. I just realized I'm not getting any mana because I don't have any. I didn't have a stack of anything. Did I not just... Alright, we're going to advocate because... Alright, I should be able to kill these 3. Yeah, these guys are destroying my shield. Alright, is Mach going to spawn? Yes or no? Probably not, because that dude died. So, all of that was for nothing. Alright, well. We at least learned that I can't solo this quest, so that's good. Man. I had no idea that so many of them would spawn. If it was 2 waves of 3, yeah, totally doable. A wave of 5? No. And he did not spawn. Alright, we're gonna go down and kill pirates, because they will be higher level and give me more experience. Alright, I have 3.4k experience to go. Oh, these aren't higher level. They're the same. It's all warlocks, though. I don't want to kill warlocks. They're so annoying. They have pets. Look at this. Nothing but warlocks. Yeah. Well, I'll just start killing these guys. I need to kill about 15 of them, so... Ooh, you have 961 health. That's more than I thought. Eh. Shoot. Oh, I got a mana citrine, so this should be good. Oh, subscribe to the channel. Sweet. Thanks. I also stream on Twitch now, too. So if you're more frequent to Twitch, I am there literally at the exact same time. Because I'm multi-streaming now. But yeah, good chatting with you. And good luck tomorrow. Let's hope for the best for all of us. Where are we at? 1.6k. It's going well. We're getting 300 experience per kill. That one was only 290. Oh no, wait. It was rested experience. There we go. Okay. 1.3k. Got some stuff to put in the auction house again. Oh, look, a healing potion. Too low level, though. I don't need it. So where am I sitting here? I've got to kill 5 more mobs. All right, maybe three mobs to go. And, oh yeah, there's a priest right there that buffed me. I was gonna say, why can't I see the person that buffed me? Let's grab him. No, you may not. This guy actually sell anything useful?
Hey there.
No, but I can at least do all this. Don't need these for anything.
Safe travels.
All right, let's hit level 50. $194 experience, and then ding time. There it is, level 50. Use my talent point in Arcane Focus, and go to Undercity. Oh, that feels good. That feels really flippin' good. Alright, what do we have? Ice Armor rank 3, yes please. Frostbolt rank 9. And Cone of Cold rank 4.
Dark Lady
awesome.
watch over you.
That is huge. Huge.
Yes.
Fire Ward rank 4, sure. Conjure Water rank 6, thank you. Finally. Mage Armor, sure. And I'll do Arcane Missiles. The rest of this stuff I do not need.
Our time.
So what did I spend? I spent 22 gold. We've got new water, which means it's time to update the food macro. Save. What else do we pick up? Arcane Missiles, but I don't really use Arcane Missiles, but I'll still put it down there. Fire Ward is already keybound. Yeah, so there we go. Lots of good stuff. And this gives me 3,000 mana over 30 seconds. That's huge. So there we go. Level 50, 10 levels to go. Did anything open up in Western Plaguelands? No. Yeah, I keep... Wait a minute. Where is... The Alliance don't go to Chillwind Camp, they go to the Bulwark. And I don't... Is there a Flight Master there? I don't think that there is. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. All I know is I'm level 50, I haven't died yet, and things are going okay. So, that's it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to talk about everything we learn about World of Warcraft. We'll see you then.